Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. I'm the Scent Maven. Welcome back to my channel, Shopping in Scents, for day 15 of Vlogmas. So, I'm basically scrapped this entire vlog. I vlogged today and I didn't like how it turned out. I did a lot of ranting that went off into left field and was unnecessary, and I'm just didn't need to be there. And also, I noticed that when I was filming, there were certain identifiable markings in the background that could have let people know my location. And since I couldn't cut those out or blur them out, because I'm not that talented with the editing, I had to scrap almost this entire vlog. So I'll basically summarize and I'll insert some clips. I do have some clips I'm going to put in. It is freezing in my apartment. So when I got up this morning, it was very, very cold. I was warming up my car and I noticed the little symbol that said low tire pressure. So I thought it was because of the cold. So I went to my tire guy, not my mechanic, because he charges way, way too much. And he only sells new tires. He doesn't sell used tires. So I thought it was just the cold, but I went to my tire specific person. And he told me, unfortunately, that one of my tires had a bubble, and the other tire, the rim had separated from the wheel or made a hole in the wheel. I'm not quite sure. So he's like, when he told me you have a bubble in your tire, I was like, what? So he showed it to me. It looked like the tire had a wart. So it was indeed a bubble. And basically, I said to him, how did this happen to both of my tires? And, it was the front passenger side tire had the problem with the rim, and then the rear driver's side tire had the bubble. He said it was because I hit a pothole. I think in New York, you should get reimbursed from the city for all the pothole damage that gets done to the car. So I needed for the tire with the bubble had to be replaced. So I got a used tire for $50, and then the one with the rim, that the rim had to be banged out and put back in, that was $20. So all said and done with the tax, it was $76.25, which was an unexpected expense that put a major dent in my budget, especially since it's Christmas time. And I had already purchased, and well, I didn't give the boyfriend his gifts, but I already sent Bad Enabler his gift. But he didn't, I think he got it today. So all their gifts are paid for and stuff. So this was an unexpected expense that I did not need, and which really hit me, hard, even though it doesn't seem like a lot of money. So part 2. After I got out of work, while I was at work, I learned that there is going to be a severe snowstorm tomorrow is expected. And weather people, they say anywhere from 6 inches to 30 inches of snow. Now, normally what I do during a snowstorm is that my mom, she has a co-op and she rents a garage, a car garage, which I don't usually use for my car, but use for storage, which you could use it for whatever you want. So I use it for primarily storage, but I have not that much stuff in there. And there's plenty of room to put my car in there if I need to, usually. So when there's a snowstorm, I put my car in her garage because she lives in a co-op. They the maintenance people, because she has to pay maintenance, they shovel the snow. So it's not like if you had a regular house with a garage and a driveway, if you park your car in the garage, you would have to shovel the driveway in order to get your car out when it snows. With this scenario, the car is in the garage and the driveways of all, because the garages are all lined up one next to each other, that whole space is cleaned by the maintenance people who use a snowblower. Normally, what I would do, like I said, is put the car there. And at one point, in one apartment that I lived in, I lived so close, I could walk to my apartment. It was like 2 very long blocks away. But now I don't live within walking distance. And I'm not going to take mass transit with Malcolm during a major snowstorm when they're predicting whiteout conditions. So I would have to take an Uber home. But now that I got that $75.26 hit, it's really not in my budget to take an Uber home or take an Uber back the next day to get my car. So I'm going to have to leave my car on the city streets, and it's going to get plowed in by the city. The garbage trucks with the plows attached, the plow trucks with the plows attached. They're going to plow in my car, and I won't have any way of getting it out because I don't have a shovel. And we all know that I'm not in good physical shape to be shoveling snow. And how many times have we turned on the news and heard about someone shoveling snow and having a heart attack because they were not in good physical shape? So I would have to now pay someone to dig out my car. Again, not really in my budget now. So the thing that I kind of went on a rant on is, I'll mention it briefly. So the extra little, I mean, I have a job, but things are still tight. Like, you know, everybody has a budget. You know, you got things you got to pay for. You got to pay for rent or mortgage. You got to pay for car. If you have a car, electricity, cable, phone, everything costs, you know. But I work, you know, I work. And then the little bit of money that I get from my ad revenue here on YouTube really helps out. That little bit, it helps out. It pays a bill here or there. So that's good. So I appreciate all my subscribers, and I appreciate all the views that help me out with my budget. So the thing that I was saying in my video that I wiped out is that I have a pet peeve. I'm going to keep this simple. I personally would feel guilty asking subscribers for money. I just wouldn't do it. If you live in the United States, it's a free country. Still, you can do whatever the hell you want, and to each his own. But a pet peeve of mine is able-bodied people who choose not to work and yet seem to spend extravagantly on non-necessities like Bath and Body Works and candles, and then run into a budget issue and cry poverty, and then ask their subscribers to help them monetarily. It's a pet peeve of mine. I'll just say that. So, that's not to say that if you like my channel, you know, comment, like, rate, subscribe, and share with your friends. Bring me some more viewers. Everybody come over to the party. Okay. So there's that. Also, I wanted to tell you guys that I am trying to get into this cartoon Rick and Morty. You know, some of the episodes I just can't get into, right? But there was this one episode recently, and I'm going to link the clip down below, that I just found so funny. So Rick is the grandfather and Morty is the grandson. So in this particular scene, Morty is going to ask Rick, because Rick is like the mad scientist. He's going to ask Rick to help him with his science fair project. But his mom says, you know, why don't you ask your dad? You know, because the dad feels bad. You know, she sends him a text. Your dad feels bad if you don't ask him, you know. So Morty asks his dad to help him with the science project. Meanwhile, Rick is at the table, you know, tinkering and making a little robot that looks like a camera with little legs. So he makes this robot, and he's just, you know, the great thing about it is he's just tinkering. He's just tinkering at the table, and he creates this little robot. And he says, oh, and the robot says to him, what is my purpose? And Rick says, you pass the butter. So the robot pulls a little tray of butter and gives it to Rick. And Rick is like, thank you. And then they continue their conversation or whatever. And then the robot comes over again, sad. And he holds out his hands, his little hands, and he says, what is my purpose? And Rick says to him, you pass butter. And he goes, oh my God. You know, it's funny for so many reasons, because it's like, you know, it's a robot, but he has feelings. And when he realizes that his only purpose is to pass butter, it's so sad and yet so funny and so terrible. And you got to read the comments in the comment box, because a lot of people, you know, they did their own version of what is my purpose, and then the answer, and then, oh my God, you know, like they realize their purpose. Anyway, you have to watch the clip. It's really funny. At least I think so. I am 3 days smoke-free. The gum is still making me feel sick at times, especially when I get to the third piece of the day. I've had 3 pieces today. I don't think I will have a fourth. It's possible that I will. Someone suggested just chewing regular gum. It kind of works, but kind of not. Yeah, so as far as feeling sick, so by the third piece of the day, and like I said, these are all like spaced out amongst the day. By the third piece of the day, what was I going to say? I start to feel sick. I get like a chest pain, not like well, I've never had a heart attack, thank God, knock on plastic, but I get like a chest pain, like a indigestion, stiff pain. And then I get like a sick feeling in my stomach, not a nauseous feeling, just like a, it's hard to describe, an uneasy kind of indigestion-y feeling, you know? So anyway, yeah, it's still making me feel ill. But I'm not going back to smoking. Not going back. I did my health walk today in the freezing. My mom said, why don't you skip a day? And I was like, because it's going to snow tomorrow and it's going to snow Thursday. So I have to walk today and exercise the drumsticks. I know I said I was going to include clips, but you know what? It's hard to edit, and I just forgot to save a space to insert them. So I'm going to insert some clips at the end of me discovering that I have low air pressure in my tires and the guy working on my tires. So if you care to see that, stay tuned after the vlog for clips of that. And I think that's basically the whole day. That was basically the whole day. And you know, the thing that I notice is that I watch other people's vlogs, and their vlogs are 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you know, their Vlogmases are 10 to 15 minutes, and mine are like 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and I'm like, who has time to sit around and watch me yap for 50 minutes? So I have to cut these down. You know, I know you guys love to hear me talk and talk and talk, but yeah. And I didn't show you guys Malcolm. So I did have all my meals today. I did have my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I did take my mom to the supermarket to buy food so that she's all prepared for the snowpocalypse, and she doesn't have to go out, and I don't have to go out for her, because I told her today, I called her and I said, if you need anything from the supermarket, let's go today after work. I'll pick you up and we'll go to the supermarket, because it's going to be dangerous. It's going to be dangerous for me to be driving in whiteout conditions, especially with these, you know, this new used tire, and the other tire that was fixed. I don't know how good they're going to do in the snow. So I said, before the snow hits, for the safety of both of us, let's go to the store. So she picked up all that she needed. She got some extra soup, some tuna fish, apples. I got another bag of those Snapdragon apples. They're delicious. I ate almost the whole bag already. I only have, I think, one apple left. There's not that many in a bag, though. I think it's only 2 pounds, which is maybe about 6 apples, if you eat 2 apples at a time. Yeah, so I bought some apples. I got some yogurt. Basically apples and yogurt. Is that all I bought? And the yogurt was 10 for 10. It was the one with the crunchies. But I only got 8 because I like the peanut butter one, the peanut butter chocolate crunchy one the best. It's still light and fit though. Light and fit Greek yogurt. The peanut butter one, I only found 2. And then I got the coconut bliss, which is like coconut and chocolate. And then the rest were all, because I was going to do 10 for 10, but I could only get the 8 because the rest were all strawberry cheesecake. And I was like, Yeah, so I took my mom to do everything she had to do. Regarding the broken chair, the chair that I accidentally sat in and broke on her, the maintenance man said that he could not fix it. He said he would look for a used chair for her. You know, sometimes he goes around, you know, like he's the maintenance guy at the different apartments. If somebody's getting rid of a chair, sometimes people ask him to take out furniture for them that they're getting rid of, that's not necessarily garbage, but that they just don't want anymore. So he said if he came across a used chair that was in good condition, he would let her know. So he's going to do that. My mask that I couldn't find, it's ironic. My mom said that she was walking today. It was a mask. It was a distressed blue denim with white stars. I love that mask. One of my favorite kinds of masks. I got it from Five Below. I know it was only $3.99, but I love that mask. And I lost it the other day. My mom said she was walking today to throw out only some of her garbage, because I had to throw out the rest of it for her. She was walking to throw out her garbage, and she saw a mask on the floor that she thought was mine because she saw me wearing it the day before, and instead of picking it up, she left it there. So I went around on my health walk today looking for my mask in the dark. Of course, I would have washed it and everything, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So, I mean, if I just wanted to see, if it was just like lying on the grass, like she said it was, that it just dropped off and it just plopped on the grass, I would have taken it and washed it and everything. But if it looked disgusting, I would have left it there. I know I'm going to get comments, well, you're going to touch a mask that was on the floor. I want to see what it looked like, because I really hate to give up that mask, and now it's really not in my budget to buy another one because of that whole tire scenario. So Malcolm is snoring. I'm going to show you guys Malcolm. I'm going to insert clips. Let's do that. So I'm going to try to zoom in. That's the dreaded symbol. That's the dreaded symbol that says air pressure in your tires is low. Hate that symbol. This is Malcolm looking guilty and being his lazy pug life self. Okay, remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Shopping and Sense. I'm going to say goodbye to all of you, but stick around because I'm going to insert some clips of my tires getting fixed today. And then I'll see you all tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas. Goodbye, everyone out there in YouTube land.